It's Miss McConnell. I'm here for some story time today, and I'm going to read a book called What? Cried Granny, an almost bedtime story. And this is by Kate Lum, pictures by Adrienne Johnson. Once upon a time, there was a boy named Patrick who was having his first sleepover at his granny's house. As the sun began to set, Granny said, "Patrick, dear boy, it will be dark soon. Time to get ready for bed." "But, Granny," said Patrick, "I don't have a bed here." "What?" cried Granny. She ran out to her yard where some tall trees were growing and chopped one down. She carried it to her workroom, opened the toolbox, and made Patrick a fine bed. Then she painted it a restful shade of blue, put a comfy red mattress on it, and took it to the bedroom. "There you are, dear boy," said Granny. "Now climb into bed, lay your head on the pillow, and sail off to dreamland." "But, Granny," said Patrick, "I don't have a pillow here." "What?" cried Granny. She ran out to her hen house, woke up the chickens, and collected a big batch of feathers. She took them to her sewing room, where she made a bag out of cloth. Then she stuffed it with the feathers, sewed it up neatly, and gave it to Patrick. "There you are, dear boy," said Granny. "Now climb into bed, lay your head on the pillow, tuck the blanket under your chin, and I'll kiss you good night." "But, Granny," Patrick said, "I don't have a blanket here." "What?" cried Granny. She ran outside and headed to the hills where a flock of fat sheep were snoozing. She sheared off some of their wool and ran right back home. She took the wool to her basement, spun it into yarn, knitted a fuzzy warm blanket, and dyed it the prettiest shade of twilight purple. When it was dry, she carried it upstairs and spread it on the bed. "Now, dear boy, climb into bed, lay your head on the pillow, tuck the blanket under your chin, give your teddy bear a hug, and turn out the light." "But, Granny," Patrick said, "what is he missing now?" "I don't have a teddy bear here." "What?" cried Granny. She grabbed her emergency sewing kit, tore down the living room curtains, cut, sewed, stuffed, added button eyes and a red ribbon, and made a teddy bear for Patrick. "Now, Patrick," cried Granny, "climb into bed, lay your head on the pillow, tuck the blanket under your chin, give your teddy bear a hug, and go to sleep." "But, Granny," Patrick said, "it's morning." "What?" cried Granny. And that's the end. I just love Granny so much. She doesn't let anything stop her.